Hello everyone, I am Rachna. Today we are going to discuss quadrilateral, but before that let's understand some interesting terms which will be helpful in understanding quadrilateral. First is plane surface. Every flat surface is called plane surface. Plane curve. When we get a curve by joining number of points without lifting the pencil is called plane curve. It can be open curve. The curve which is open is called open curve, and it can be closed curve. The curve which is closed is called closed curve. Now polygon. Polygon is a closed figure made up of joining line segments where two line segments are meeting at a point, and that meeting point of two line segment is called vertex. And here triangle is a polygon made up of least number of line segment. It means we need at least 3 line segment to make a polygon. Quadrilateral is made up of 4 sides. With 5 sides we can make pentagon, and with 6, 7 and 8 sides we got hexagon, heptagon, octagon respectively. Now can you name the polygon having 9 sides or 10 sides? Try to find it. Diagonals of polygon. Any line segment which connect two non-consecutive vertex of a polygon is called diagonal. So in triangle we have 3 sides. As in triangle we do not have any non-consecutive vertex, so its number of diagonal is equal to 0. In quadrilateral we have 4 sides and number of diagonal is equal to 2. In pentagon we have 5 sides and diagonals 5 sides and 5 diagonals. And in hexagon we have 6 sides and 9 diagonals. In general, we can say that for n-sided polygon, we have n into n minus 3 by 2 number of diagonals. We can easily calculate if we know the number of side of a polygon. Put the number of side of polygon in this formula, we can easily get the number of diagonals. Now, can you find the number of diagonals of heptagon? Now it is easy to find. You can easily find it. Now exterior or interior of a curve. This blue part represents interior as well as exterior of a curve. Here this represents interior of curve, and here this blue part represents exterior of a curve. Now convex and concave polygon. Convex polygon. The polygon which have all diagonals inside the figure is known as convex polygon. And the polygon which have some of its diagonal outside the figure is known as concave polygon. Here BD is a diagonal which lies outside the polygon. So if we talk about angles, in convex polygon we have all the angles, all the interiors angle less than 180. But if we observe the angles, interior angles of this figure, here we have this angle greater than 180. So if any angle is greater than 180 in any polygon, then that polygon is also called concave polygon. Now let's come to the regular and irregular polygon. Polygon which are equiangular and equilateral are called regular polygon. So if a polygon is regular if all the sides are equal and its all the angles are equal. For example, in equilateral triangle we have 3 equal sides and 3 equal angles, so it is a regular polygon. So similarly in square we have sides as well as angle equal, so it is also a regular polygon. And polygon which is not regular is called irregular polygon. Now, as we know that square is regular polygon, but why rectangle is not a regular polygon? Try to find the reason on the basis of our discussion. Now, angle sum property. Angle sum property of a polygon says that sum of interior angle of a polygon remains same according to the number of sides regardless of the shape of polygon. So it means if for any triangle, the sum of interior angle is 180 degree, whatever its shape is, whether it is a right angle, it is scalene, it is isosceles. For every triangle, sum of interior angle is 180 degree. Similarly, for quadrilaterals, sum of interior angle is 360 degree, whatever the shape it will have. So whether it is sphere, whether it is rhombus, whether it is trapezium, for every quadrilateral, the sum of interior angle is 360 degree. Now, if we know the number of side of polygon, we can easily calculate the sum of interior angle. If we, for n-sided polygon, we have n minus 2 into 180 as the sum of interior angle. So here are some polygons. So if we put this value in this formula, we can easily calculate the sum of interior angle. Is for triangle, we have three number of sides. If we put here n is n minus 2 into 180, it will become equal to 3 minus 2 into 180, that is equal to 180. As we know, the sum of triangle is equal to 180. So it is true for all polygons. Similarly, we can find the sum of interior angle for other polygons also. Now, can you find the angle sum of convex polygon with these number of sides? Now you can easily find this. Now let's come to the question. What is the sum of measure of angle of a convex quadrilateral? So here first what we have to draw is, first make a quadrilateral ABCD and draw a diagonal AC which divides this quadrilateral in two equal triangles. So according to question, we need to find the sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral. So here we have angle 1 plus angle P, angle C plus angle D. We need to find the sum of all these angles. So if we see, this A is equal to angle 1 plus angle 6, this B is equal to angle 5, this C is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4, and this D is equal to angle 2. If we rearrange these angles, here we got 1 plus angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, which is nothing but equal to triangle AD, sum of triangle ADC. And similarly, angle 4 plus 5 plus 6 is nothing but equal to the sum of triangle ABC. As we know, by angle sum property, sum of interior angle of triangle is equal to 180. So this sum is equal to 180 and this is also equal to 180. So here we got 360 as the sum of the convex quadrilateral. Hence the measure of all the angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360. Next is, will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? So for this, make a non-convex quadrilateral ABCD and divide this and make a diagonal PD which divides this quadrilateral into two equal triangles. So here we have two triangle ABD and BCD. So in triangle ABD we have angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. If we add up these angles, so by angle sum property we have their sum is equal to 180 degree. Now in triangle PDC we have angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6, which is also equal to 180 by angle sum property. If we add in equation 1 and 2, we got angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 360. If we rearrange these angle like this, if this 1 is equal to angle A and the angle 3 plus 4 is equal to angle B and this 6 angle 6 is equal to angle angle C, and D is nothing but equal to angle 2 plus angle 5. This all sums equal to 360 degree. So if we put up the value of these angles, this 1 equal to A, 3, 4 equal to B, and 6 equal to C, and this 2 and 5 equals to D, which is equal to, all together is equal to 360 degree. So here we have 360 as the sum of non-convex quadrilateral. Our next question is, here we have quadrilateral. So we have to find the sum of angle x, y, z, and w. But before that, let's find this interior angle. In this quadrilateral, we have three angles given, and we have to find the fourth one. So as we know that the sum of all the interior angle of quadrilateral is equal to 360. If we add up these four, this must be equal to 360 degree. Add these four angles, we got 360 degree. So if we solve it for n, we got n is equal to 100 degree. We got n equal to 100 degrees. Since the sum of linear pair angle is equal to 180 degree, if this n is in here, we know that this n and w are linear pair angle. Here we got n is equal to 100 degree. So this w must be equal to 180 minus 100, that is equal to 80 degree. Similarly for x, this x is linear, making linear pair with angle 120. If this is 120, then so this x must be equal to 180 minus 120, that is equal to 60. Similarly, we can calculate y and z, as they are also making linear pair with this and with 80 and 60. So we can easily calculate y and z also. If we add up these values, we got w plus x plus y plus z equal to 360. Now what are these angles w, x, y, z? These are the exterior angle of a polygon, and these add up to 360, and we know that sum of interior angle is also 360. So can we conclude the sum of exterior angle is equal to sum of interior angle for every polygon? Verify it for the above values. Now come to next question. In the given figure, find the angle measurement of x. Here we find the value of x. For that, first base interior angle is equal to, here this angle made in linear pair angle with 70. So if this angle is 70, so this angle will equal to 180 minus 70, that is equal to 110. Here we got this angle, that is equal to 110. Similarly, if we look at second base angle, this makes linear pair angle with this one. So if this is 60, so this angle must be equal to 180 minus 60, that is equal to 120. So here we got these two angles. So as we know that there are five sides in this polygon. So and we know that according to angle sum property, the for n side polygon, the sum of interior angle is equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree. So if we put the value of n is equal to 5, as it is having 5 sides, so it will become 3 into 180, that is equal to 540. As we know that sum of interior, since we know that sum of interior angle is equal to 540, so if we add up all these angles, we got 30 plus x plus 110 plus 120 plus x is equal to 540. If we solve this for x, we got x is equal to 140. And since on both the x are equal, having equal value, so this both angle is equal to 140 degree. So similarly, we can solve this question on the basis of our discussion.